Welcome to the live streaming sessions, guys. And let us get started for tonight. It's the final day of the week, and let us try to see what opportunity remains ahead of us and what can we do out of the movement for tonight, guys. So let us take a closer look. Okay, so for now, we have already been seeing that tonight's gold market movement is very positive, and we have been seeing that prices since yesterday night, prices has been able to go higher and has actually been offering us a very clear insights what could be happening for tonight. So with the expectations that prices has been able to break out higher, so yesterday the trend has broke down of its downtrend and prices has been able to immediately move up and put up another new trend for tonight. So I think it is a very positive thing on the market. And based on that alone, we can actually see that prices are heading towards the higher side, even though the market movement has been rather limited. And again, the potential to go higher is still there. We just gotta be patient enough to try to wait out and see how the market movement works, guys. All right. But the overall sentiment is pretty clear. Prices is likely to go higher for tonight. Nothing is changing that. So if you guys are trying to be bearish for tonight, I think it's going to be a hard time to trade on the market. But if you guys have been bullish for tonight, I'm sure you guys have been able to make some good opportunities out of the market for tonight, guys. So I'm not really worried about that. But the only thing that you guys need to be paying attention closely is how the market will be moving. Because with this kind of positive market movement, it's likely for us to see that the gold market will be going higher. And tonight it's not just followed through by what is happening on the gold market, because actually you can actually see that it's also happened on the market where we are seeing that prices on silver has actually been responding to go higher as well for tonight. So I think both of them tonight is behaving really well. It's likely for us to see the continuity of this market trend. And certainly if you guys are expecting to be bearish on the market, it could be a very dangerous thing to do, especially with how the market movement has been slightly to go lower. It's not happening at all. It's tending to go higher, especially right now after the consolidations on the market. It seems prices is poised to go higher for tonight, guys. So definitely prepare your bullish outcome on the gold market as well as the silver market based on this scenario that we are getting out of tonight. But if we are breaking down inside the shorter time frame, it seems that it will be giving us the same indications. Yes, prices has been consolidating, that's true, but the overall sentiment is likely to show us that prices is primed to go higher for tonight. So definitely, I will be bullish on the gold and the silver market for tonight. It has been showing a very clear trend for tonight as well, as we already been mentioning earlier on the market on gold, where initially it has been slowing down, but eventually it goes higher. Same thing also happened on the silver market too. So I'm expecting to see both will be performing really well as well on the market, guys. Okay, so I think these are the chances that we are getting, and based on that, I would say I'm pretty convinced to see that the market movement will be going much better from here on. So the note for tonight, bullish on gold, bullish on silver, guys. So that's the main idea for tonight, and we'll be continue tracking with you guys how this movement will be moving and how huge the jump will be going, because tonight we'll be having two data release. One, it will be coming out from the US housing starts to show how well the economy is doing. Based on the forecast, people are expecting that the numbers will be higher, and also Michigan consumer sentiment is also going higher. So people expectations, sentiment, and also expectations of inflation has already been going down lower based on the forecast, and also the possibility that housing starts is showing that the US economy is still moving and doing well. But again, I think it's very important for us to actually get a good entry point in the market, because I think that will be the very key thing on the market. If you guys are entering too early on the market, you guys are being risked to get shake out of the market quite early. And if you guys are too late, it's going to be way too much higher. So we'll be waiting for the momentum when the breakout happens, because other than that, it's a little bit risky. With the current momentum has already been slowing down, ranging on the higher side. It's also the same thing also appeared on the silver side. So again, we'll be waiting for the confirmations how prices will be reacting on the upper side of today's high at $38.44 on silver market, and for the gold at 33.55. So we'll try to see out how that plays. Personally, I am still very bullish, but I will be waiting for confirmations rather than rushing in as usual, guys. Especially tonight, we have two news, and those two news will certainly affect the market as well, guys. Okay. So if you guys have been following us, I'm sure you guys have been getting the information how you guys could do your trades. Yesterday, we've already been making a fantastic trade together with us. You guys could get this access on my trading ideas. All you guys need to do, check the link on my profile, my video descriptions, click on the link, and get my free trading ideas. All right, sir. You guys are welcome to check out on that side if you guys are interested to get clear trading ideas. If you guys are confused how you guys could do your trades, and certainly if you guys have any questions, don't forget to drop in the comments or the chat room, guys. I'll be happily reading any of your requests. If you guys have any requests to look at which particular market, and again, I hope you guys have a wonderful trading day for tonight, because I think there are some chances, especially if prices has been able to hover around above 3,350 for tonight. And also the same thing for silver market. Prices has been able to hover around the previous resistance at the high at $38.35. So I'm still particularly optimistic to see a good results for both gold and silver for tonight. It's just about a matter of timing and waiting for more confirmations to get certainty on the market movement, guys. All right. Okay, so right now, if everything goes in line with the view that prices will be rebounding from the lows, we should be able to get the outlook that prices should be touching back towards the high. And I'll be watching how the momentum goes on with you guys. And later on, I'll be discussing what's happened on the US dollar index for tonight. We are seeing that the US dollar index has been weakening for tonight, and that really helped to push up the gold prices, and also we are also seeing at the same time that most of the other currency has been strengthening tonight. So a lot of clear momentum to do trades against the US dollar index for tonight. It is very much clear on that market side. And definitely, if you guys don't want to miss out on that chances, you guys can take a closer look on those markets, guys, because certainly right now we have been seeing that most of the trading assets has been moving particularly well against the US dollar index for tonight, guys. All right, so definitely don't want to miss out on that. So let us track how the market movement works. So far, again, we are still waiting to see how the consolidation works, and if everything goes in line with our view, we should be able to see prices will continue to go higher from the current prices that we are watching, guys. Okay. So the expectations for us to see is still very much in line. Prices has been ongoing. The strength we're expecting to see similar view on the market for tonight. Okay, so prices continues to go higher, and we are seeing sign the consolidation is likely to be over soon. So be prepared. I'm expecting that there will be some movement happening in the markets. And silver is slightly a little bit weaker for now, but again, signs could be appearing pretty much quicker than you guys could be expecting soon. All right. So we'll see how this changes goes. Personally, I think still good chances for us to actually see that gold prices will be going higher. But so far, not much of any credible movement that we are expecting on the market. And tonight, I will be updating you guys on some updates, particularly coming up from the biggest events happening yesterday, which is the US retail sales and US industrial production. So to give you guys the updates. So if you guys are interested to know what happened on the market in terms of the economic side and what are the implications on the market, you guys are welcome to join me on my VIP live sessions, and you guys could get access on the links through my profile on my video descriptions or my profile to get access on my VIP live and chatting me through it. I'll be sharing you guys the link so that you guys could get access what I will be sharing with you guys on what really happened on the market, guys. Okay. And again, overall, the market sentiment has been pretty positive yesterday, and I'll be getting in touch with all of these updates with you guys tonight. So make sure you guys are there if you guys wanted to get the updates. And right now, let us try to move on, try to see what's happened on the US dollar index and what are the implications on other trading assets that could be beneficial for us in terms of the market movement that we are expecting, guys. Okay. So one of the first things that we are watching closely is we have already been watching that the US dollar index has been weakening, and we have already been suspecting that the US dollar index couldn't be going even higher than the current prices that we have already been seeing. Because one of the main things that we are seeing closely is coming through the market movement that the uptrend should be moving slower and slower after hitting the highs. And definitely, I'm expecting to see that there will be facing resistance area right at $98.50, 60 cents, and prices has already been weakening since then. So, so all of this has actually been showing us the signs are pretty clear. Prices will try to break down the minor uptrend and continue its long-term downtrend on the market because it seems that the prices are heading into that directions, and the chances for that to happen is pretty big, especially if we are watching through the short time frame. You can actually see that prices has been weakening a lot, and that's why we have already been seeing that gold prices has been able to be appreciated today with the drop on the US dollar index since the early parts of the market. And you guys could see that since then, prices has just been going on lower and lower, guys. So I believe that we should be able to see that the US dollar index weaknesses should be able to help to push up the gold market for tonight, despite the positive news coming up from the housing starts, positive news on the Michigan consumer sentiment as well. So with this kind of conditions, I will be expecting to see that the gold market will be benefited, especially we have already been seeing the impact starting from the morning sessions until now. Things hasn't changed much. So I'll be expecting to see the positive outcome from the consolidations, and we should be able to see that gold will face a little bit of consolidations before prices could go higher. So if you guys could enter at lower prices, that would be the best case near 3349. And if prices could consolidate at there, hold itself pretty well right at the uptrend channel, we should be able to see that prices will be going higher on the market edge. Okay. And we're also seeing that silver is trying to do the same. So we'll try to see how this goes on. Personally, I'm still very much optimistic to see the market movement to go higher, guys, on both gold and silver, guys. Okay, so all right, so we have been seeing that prices has been able to rebound, but again, it's going to take time before we actually see that prices will continue to go higher. So we'll wait for the momentum to come. And if you guys do have any questions on the market, let me know on the comments or the chats. I will be reading. And so far, price movement has been relatively well in the marketplace. Okay. Okay, prices has already been rebounding. This is the momentum that we have been waiting for. Then it has already happened in front of us. So I think silver market hasn't been moving a lot. And right now, let us put our focus back on the gold market, where there's been some credible movement, prices rebounding from the lows, and prices will try to hit its previous high at 3355 for tonight, guys. So if you guys have been watching, I've already been telling you guys multiple times, opportunities is appearing on the gold market, and you guys don't want to miss that out when it happens. And prices have already been rebounding, and I've already been telling you guys that's buying price at 3349, and prices has already been rebounding from that spot. So if you guys have been watching, I'm sure you guys have already been making some good entry points, and congrats. And if you guys don't want to miss out any information that I'm sharing real time with you guys, don't forget to follow and subscribe, and we'll try to adjust the risk and try to update you guys what are the things that's going on this gold market with you guys as well. Okay. Okay, the price movement has been very positive. Good chances we'll see prices touch its first resistance, 3355 for today's resistance, and today's high next 3360, guys. Okay, I'm still very optimistic as the price movement has been particularly well. Unlike with what has been happening on silver, it seems that the correction is a little bit overdone, but again, silver market is always a little bit dramatic, a little bit more volatile, and expected to see and feel some of this market movement happening, guys. So we'll see how that goes. Personally, I think those are the market movement that we are watching so far. And later on, I'll be updating you guys a little bit on the oil market. Things has been very positive on the market, and prices has almost hit the high, $68.50, and then rejecting the high. So I'm afraid that the movement on this all market will be rather limited as well for tonight. So today's best momentum, it seems it's appearing right now on the gold market compared to the rest from what we have been able to see. And I think that's why we are going to focus on the gold market for tonight, guys. Okay. In terms of risk, it's the most affordable ones, and in terms of the reward, it's still very much wide open to the higher side, and the upside is still very much wide open, guys. Okay, so that's why I prefer to trade here. And again, let us try to see what's happening on the currency strength charts, as we've already been discussing what is happening on the US dollar index. US dollar index has been keeping on weakening and weakening, and I see a lot of good signs appearing on other side of the market. For instance, we are seeing that the NZD has been going stronger despite yesterday's weaknesses appeared on the Australian dollar. But today, US dollar has reversed its order, and we are seeing that the US dollar is the weakest pair, and the weakest pair yesterday, Australian dollar, has been the second strongest pair for tonight. So definitely AUD USD is certainly a good chance to do some long positions for today, and also NZD USD as well. And keep in mind that other currency has actually been going stronger as well, even though the power hasn't been really as high as NZD has been going. For instance, we have already been seeing that the euro has actually been relatively stable alongside with the Swiss franc, and a little bit weaker is coming up from the pound sterling as well as the Canadian dollar. But one of the things that we need to mention is with the strength reappearing on the NZD and AUD, and also at the same time we are seeing that the Japanese yen is weakening, there are good chances we can trade NZD Japanese yen for long, AUD and AUD Japanese yen for long as well. So there are four choices that you guys could choose from the strongest and the weakest pairs, pair up, and there you go, have your choice to make the trades. But again, let us try to take a look AUD USD, try to see how this goes on. So yesterday prices has been weakening, and today it has already been rebounding again. So we are seeing that the US dollar index weaknesses has actually helped a lot to push up the US dollar AUD USD chart. And from that alone, the momentum just breaks off today's high, and I think there's still some room to go. As long as the momentum keeps on ongoing with the US dollar index keeps on weakening, there's a lot of good chances we can see that prices will be weakening on the market, guys. Okay. So I still see good chances on that, especially if prices just break out of the today's high. So you guys could take the chances, put your stop losses right below the lows at 0.658. And Aim for 0.653 for its closest price target. NZD USD should be performing even way much better compared to AUD USD, especially prices just broke out as well. So both of them is really similar in terms of the market movement. AUD USD, NZD USD, pick your choice to do your long momentum on these trades, guys. Okay. And other than that, AUD Japanese yen is always a choice if you guys want to trade. But again, the momentum is slightly a little bit stronger for Japanese yen, and NZD Japanese yen is much the better choice to do long. So for choices to trade, NZD USD or NZD USD or NZD Japanese yen for tonight, guys. But again, with the US dollar index is the weakest pair, I would prefer to choose to trade against the USD pair rather than the Japanese yen. And keep in mind the Japanese yen could be one of the great choices if the momentum on the NZD USD starts to weaken, guys. So you guys will pay attention on that. Hope you guys could make some good trades on the currency market, especially with the ongoing market momentum that has been appeared on the market so far. All right, so it seems that the New Zealand dollar has started to weaken a little bit, or the US dollar index starts to rebound because before that we have been seeing that prices has been reacting really well. So right now, stay put a little bit, try to hold back, try to wait for the good consolidations, and try to see how the market movement works next. So we can actually see that it seems that the US dollar index somehow regained some of its strength. So gotta be careful. And most of the other currency is relatively the same. So make sure that if you guys consider to enter, try to get your best entry point, the lowest risk, and then decide to enter on the market there. Okay. So we'll see how that goes on. It seems that the US dollar index regained some of its strength, and we're also seeing that the gold market movement has started to be a little bit weakened right now. And the US dollar index, yes, it turns out it has already been rebounded, but the overall sentiment is pretty clear. Prices are still weakening, so it's going to take time before we actually could be able to see any sustainable zero market movement appear on the market, guys. All right. So far, prices are still persisting on trying to go higher. And silver, for now, I think I'll be avoiding it. No clear rebounds. Gold, I'll be paying close attention to see how this update goes on. If prices keeps on weakening, that is definitely not a good sign on the market, guys. So pay close attention, try to see how that changes too. So if you guys do have any questions in the market, let me know. But so far, everything is still on track. We'll try to see how things goes on. And if there's any changes, I'll be updating you guys. So make sure you guys stay tuned. And if you guys wanted to get more trading ideas with us together, don't forget to check out my profile or my video descriptions. Click on the link, chat me that you guys wanted to get access on my premium trades. And also if you guys are interested to find out what's happening on the other side of the market, economic side, you guys are also welcome to chat me through the link and us access more VIP live sessions for tonight, guys. Okay, I'll be waiting for you guys there and let you guys get updated on what's happening around the world. And certainly, if you guys have any questions about the markets or anything in general about trading, you guys are welcome to ask me on the comments of the chats. Happy to help you guys. Okay. Okay, so prices continue to go higher, similar with our view, and we are actually seeing signs that prices will try to break out the high, guys. Okay, 3355. And right now, simple market started the rebound, but the consolidation isn't really well. So we'll try to check it out again. And later on, I'll be discussing what's happened on the all market with you guys and what are the potential that prices will be moving with this kind of market conditions. But for now, our focus still stays on the gold market and whether prices could start break out of the high that we have already been talking and watching around since the live streaming session started. So we'll track it with you guys, and if prices don't move well, I'll be updating you guys on my VIP live session. So stay tuned and join me on my VIP live sessions as well for tonight, guys. Okay? Okay, so far prices are still reacting in that same manner. And let us check a little bit what happened on the currency strength charts. So it seems that the New Zealand dollar starts to weaken despite the US dollar isn't moving much. So that's why getting a good entry point is always a key point on the market. And if you guys could do that, you guys should be able to limit your risk as well. And again, with how the current conditions are going, it's likely for us to see that stay away from NZD and that could help the trade on those pairs. But for now, staying away would be the best thing. And it seems that the CHF started to entry point near the resistance area, and CHF Japanese yen should be going higher as a result. So it seems that There's still some runway on the currency side to trade, but gotta be careful. Try to get your best entry point in the market. But other than that, stay put. And again, our focus is still on the gold market again, guys. Okay, gold market moving pretty well. Okay, so not much has moved. Let us have a little bit of discussions on the oil market before anything happens first. All right. So the oil market has actually been moving way, way much better, I would say, as prices has been able to break out higher and trying to break out of the ranging area that we have been watching happening since last week around $66.50 towards $68.50. And so far the changes hasn't been much, but overall the signs are pretty convincing for us to actually see that prices will try to move higher on the market. And with that kind of scenario on the market, I'm actually expecting to see that the market movement to go higher is still there. Prices will try to go higher, and we are actually seeing good chances that prices will be going higher for tonight. But again, after touching the resistance at $68.50, prices have started to slow down, and that really induced a little bit of a signs whether the ranging market movement could be happening again or not. So that's why we need to take a breakdown on how the market movement is moving and whether there are potential that prices could break out of today's high. So overall, we have been seeing that prices has been relatively slow right after yesterday's prices has been ranging, but eventually prices break out higher. So that's why we can see the green candlestick for the day. And so prices are still en route to go higher. And you can actually see that the price movement has been particularly well too. and prices also has been able to go higher on the market too. And definitely after touching the lows, this is actually quite a healthy rebound, and we'll try to see how prices will be reacting, trying to break out higher. But fortunately, this could be a very good entry point if you guys are considering to enter trades and put your stop losses right around the lows. This could be your chances to enter the trades at a very attractive price. In terms of risk and reward, this is a very good scenario as well. So let's say you're doing longs, put your stop loss right around here, target the high, you guys should be able to get 2-to-1 ratio in terms of risk and reward. So I think this could still be a very good chance if you guys wanted to trade and continue its trend. But personally, I don't really do trades in this kind of manner. I will be waiting for more confirmations to wait for the breakout happened. And again, for now, the consolidation is still moving. So I'll wait out, try to see how the market movement is moving. But overall, the signs are pretty convincing. Prices have the room to go higher on the market, and that could change the whole market scenario later on. Especially if prices breaks out higher $68.50 and stays above it, could really change the whole view on the market. Okay. And again, we have been seeing a lot of good signs on the market, and all markets should be able to be benefited out of that market too. All right, so with that, let me switch back towards the gold market. I think gold market today has been moving particularly really well in line with the uptrend channel. And right before the news, things are looking really positive and good on the market, guys. Okay. Okay, so it seems that momentum has started to slow down a little bit, but the track is still there. We'll be expecting a slowdown near 2351, and we'll see how this market movement goes on, because right now, if we are watching through silver, it's also slowing down as well. The particular normal thing to happen. Same thing is also happening on the oil market itself. So again, I think everything is still quite on track, and we'll see how this goes on, guys. But right now, market movement is still a bit slow. And later on, I'll be discussing a little bit on the stock analysis for tonight and give you guys a little bit of updates as prices has break another all-time high, guys. So definitely, it's worth a look on the market with you guys as well. Okay. Okay, the market movement hasn't been much. It seems it's going to take time right until hours later. So we'll try to see out how the other market movement has been moving. Silver market has still been sideways. All market probably has started to rise a little bit. So maybe these are the good chances on the market. All market could be considered now, guys, as prices has already been consolidating, rebounding, and showing some confidence sign on the markets. So you guys could consider the trades. AUD, USD, prices are still ranging, and we are seeing the US dollar index keeps on weakening. And again, find your best entry point on this market if you guys are considering to enter the positions on AUD USD and NZD USD, guys. And again, AUD Japanese yen could still be one of your choices. Try to find a good entry point in the market. That should be a very good scenario on the market for now. Okay. Definitely, let us try to discuss what happened on the US 100 market movement, guys. Okay, so you can actually see it pretty clear on the market that officially it has break out the all-time high, guys. So congrats if you guys have been doing long positions multiple times on the US 100 stock indices as prices continues to break out higher. But this time the momentum isn't really continuing, meaning we are seeing that a few days prices goes up and then it has been correcting again before prices continues to go higher. And this has been part of the market movement that we have been watching happening since prices has been able to break out the previous all-time high and prices has been slowing down with a lot of obstacles. And as you guys could see that the price movement isn't moving really well, but the chances for prices to continue to go high is really positive. Prices are continue to go higher, and most of the bullish market movement happened on Nasdaq 100 is happening mostly on midnight on my time zone session, so it's right near at the end of the trading sessions. And usually during the opening market sessions, prices will be a bit slow. So maybe on that kind of case, it's going to be a bit tougher to trade. It's going to take time to be patient to try to find a good entry point to enter the trades, because otherwise you are in a big risk that prices will be ranging first before prices could be going higher. So for instance, prices during the initial hours will be a little bit volatile like this one. Prices drops a lot and then it will be rebounding pretty quick, and we can see prices drop and then rebounding. And I'm sure that we are going to see a similar move because right now we are just shy around 2 hours before the US market sessions open. So we'll be seeing that prices will be consolidating first before prices tries to rebound again for tonight. So again, right now waiting could be a very key point in the market to try to get an idea on how the market movement will be moving next, because it's always been moving in those kind of directions. But overall, the long-term market movement is still very clear. Prices is going to break another all-time high prices, going to break record prices, and we are going to see that continuity happening on the market as well, guys. All right. So I'm pretty confident to see that happening, and I hope you guys have been able to look out on this stock indices side because things has been very positive outside of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. Ripple just break out the all-time high prices. So I think a lot of risky assets have started to get that sentiment. Prices has been reacting really well, and we are also seeing the signs also appeared on SP 500. Prices has already been breaking yesterday's all-time high as well. Congrats if you guys have already been doing the trades on the long side. I've already been telling you guys that I'm very bullish on the stock indices for the second half of this year. Nasdaq 100, SP 500 is always there on the list. And if you guys are watching, I'm sure you guys could do some of this trade. So first, you guys need to be able to time your entry if you guys are trading in a very tight risk. Unless you guys put a really huge stop losses, then you guys should be much safer to do trades on long. And again, with these kind of conditions, I'll be expecting to see consolidations first, maybe back towards 60 to 80 before prices could go higher on the market. And I'm expecting to see similar reactions also appearing on the US 30, where prices should be slowing down first before prices continues to go higher, because just outside of US 100 and US 500, the only thing that hasn't been breaking all-time high is appeared from the Dow Jones 30 US 30. So I still see a lot of good chances the prices will be going really well on this side of the market, and it's going to take time before we actually start to see that prices could be going higher next. So I think we'll be seeing a consolidations before prices tries to go higher again on this market. But again, I would say that prices are still trying to break out higher, and similar things are also happening on the cryptocurrency side, prices is still consolidating, and I've always been telling you guys the key thing on this kind of market situations, try to buy at the lowest entry point, 117,000, 118,000, and see those chances will be appearing on the market soon. And again, with the ongoing conditions of the market, I would say that prices has actually been moving really well. Right now, it's been consolidating near the low side of the market over the past few days. So certainly this is a very good entry point. Put your stop losses right below here. Again, cryptocurrency market movement is a little bit volatile. You guys need to put your stop losses a little bit wider in case for security reasons, because I think with the volatility there, it could be easily sweeping out you of your positions. So definitely got to be putting your stop losses a little bit wider on the market. But other than that, Ethereum has actually been hitting our price target where we have already been sharing it earlier on the market that prices has the potential to break 3,400, and it has already breaking out even higher than 3,400. Prices has also been hitting 3,600 since our recommendations on my VIB live session. So if you guys have been watching the live sessions together with me, I'm sure you guys have been able to get these insights on the market, because if you guys are new towards the cryptocurrency market and you guys are uncertain, certainly your choices will be around these two coins, Bitcoin and Ethereum, where prices has been very much bullish earlier on, and it's the leading one. But for now, I think it is the time for altcoins as prices has on the Bitcoin started to slow down, consolidating, and I think these consolidations could be building up a very good chances for Bitcoin to go higher later in the next few weeks, but it's not going to happen now. But with this kind of conditions, it's very much optimistic to see that this could be a very good entry point to get your good entry point in the market. The lower the better. As you guys know, it's a little bit volatile, and try to find your best entry point maybe near 118,000. Possibly could be happening or not. As you guys know, put up your limits, spread your orders as usual. And for the Ethereum case, I think as prices has already been hitting our price target 3,400 and has continued to go higher, I would suggest you guys to be a bit cautious. Yes, the trend has been moving in a much more accelerated pace, and you guys could try to time your entry maybe near 3,560, 3,570 for that. And I will be expecting for prices to try to break out of its previous high. This is the line I've been drawing, 3,758, before prices build another high at 4,100 around there. So we'll try to see how prices will be reacting near the resistance, as right now it's very close, 3,758, shy by 3%, so it's not really far away. And well, I would like to see how the momentum goes. Personally, I would say a little bit careful, guys, if you guys are considering to do your trades right now on this market, because you guys could see that the volume has started to slow down. It's still showing signs that possibility that prices will be slowing down first before prices could continue to go higher. So the lower the better for your entry points on both Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, so prices has hits today high 3355. Congrats if you guys have been holding your trades together with us on the live streaming sessions. Prices has been reacting really well, and hope you guys have been able to make some good profits together. As I have been telling you guys, prices is building up the pathway to go higher for tonight, and it has already happened with you guys. Okay, all right, so I'll be back. And if you guys do have any questions on the market, you guys are welcome to let me know. And if you guys are enjoying your time, making some good profits together with us, get some good insights on a lot of trading assets, welcome to give us a support by giving us a thumbs up, likes, and don't forget to follow and subscribe so that you guys don't miss out on any important real-time information that I'm sharing with you guys on this market. All right, so I'll be back with you guys in a moment. Wait a while. Okay, so prices continues to go higher. The sign's pretty clear. And if you guys are interested to make some good trades together, come to join and click the link on my profile video descriptions to get access on it. Okay. Okay, so silver market just happens to be finishing its rebound, but then we'll likely to be continuing the market. So we'll see how that goes. And whether prices will be slowing down or whether prices continue to go higher. Again, I think all market has been moving particularly much better. And I'll be paying close attention first on this market. Okay, prices have slowed down a little bit, but certainly prices has already been breaking out today's high, and that is certainly a good sign compared with silver that hasn't been able to break out the high. So that's why we have been focusing more on the gold market for tonight as prices has been moving much better compared to the silver side. So congrats if you guys have been following us on the live streaming sessions. I'm sure you guys could be able to make some good trades already. But I think there's still some room for upside for tonight as we'll be having the US trade news tonight coming out from the housing starts as well as the US consumer Michigan sentiment. So if you guys are interested, welcome for you guys to join me on my VIP live sessions where I'll be sharing and giving you guys updates on how the price movement will be, whether there is any changes that could be happening, and also about this impact on the markets and giving you guys a little bit of updates what's happening, what could be the possibility on interest rate cuts, and also what are the impacts on trading assets, guys. Okay. But for now, I think with how things are slowing down, gotta be careful. If you guys are short-term trader, make sure you guys take most of your profits. And certainly, there are good chances that prices will continue to go higher from here. And oil, we've already been mentioning it multiple times. Hope you guys are also paying a close attention on those markets too. Okay, so let us try to see how this whole market will be moving. Everything seems to be very positive for now, and we are likely to see continuity of this uptrend channel on this all market, guys. Okay, back on the gold chart, see how prices will be reacting. I'll be expecting that prices should be slowing down for now. and take most of the profits with these current conditions. It's the best thing to do, especially with this current. If you guys don't want to miss out on that chances, don't forget to join me on my VIP live sessions. I'm still expecting to see that prices will be going higher, but it will be slightly slowing down for now. So for short-term traders, these are your signs that prices are moving slower, and you guys could take half of your profits first for now for safety reasons. Okay. And again, it seems like currency market movement has been moving particularly well. We're actually seeing that the NZD has been continuing going higher. US dollar index keeps on weakening, and there are good signs for us to actually see that that continuity will happen on the market. So NZD USD could still be a choice, but pay attention on how the market movement is moving, and also trying to see out how things are going, because NZD Japanese yen should be consolidating right now. But me, I would prefer to get the consolidations first and then the momentum ongoing, then I'll be heading on towards the currency market, because currency trades could be a little bit tricky at times, and you guys could actually see that since over the past 1 hour, prices has been relatively stable for most of the currencies, and so I will be a little bit careful first. Okay. For now, I'll be avoiding it and try to focus on trying to see how the continuity on the gold market that we have been watching so far is. Okay. And again, all market, don't forget to check it out, guys. Good chances could be appearing there too. All right, so in a moment, I'll be giving you guys a little bit of recap what you guys could be expecting out of the market, as we are almost nearing my end of live streaming sessions. And don't forget, if you guys want to continue your sessions with us, join me on my VIP live sessions, and I'll be updating you guys with more informations. So for now, let us try to track how this all market movement will be. So far, everything has still been very, very positive. Okay, so prices continues to break out higher. Be prepared to see the breakout happening on the market. As we have already been watching and telling you guys, good chances could be appearing. And I've already been telling you guys, we could be seeing a momentum of a breakout happening on the market. And right now, we are witnessing one of it. So if you guys are getting some good insights and know where you guys could look out opportunities on the market together with us, don't forget to join us on my VIP Live sessions for tonight. And if you guys are interested to know how I'm trading the market together, you guys are also welcome to join me on my premium trades, and you guys could trade together with us and make some good bucks as well. Okay, guys? So don't miss out on that. Hope you guys have been able to make some good profits together on our live streaming sessions as well. Think my time is almost up, so let me give you guys a little bit. And yes, there will be a slight slowdown right before the news, but I'm expecting to see that the gold market will be moving higher for tonight. Next, on the silver market, it's also relatively the same thing, but I will be waiting for confirmations that prices will try to break out today's high to get more confirmations. Otherwise, we'll be seeing that silver prices will be slowing down around this range between $38.30, $38.40. And all market has been breaking out. I will be expecting more updates for you guys on my VIP live sessions about this movement. I'll be expecting to see that prices will try to break out higher. So pay attention on those part of the market, and I'll be updating you guys more on my VIP live sessions again. On the currency side, prices have started to slow down a little bit, so nothing much interesting. And I'll be updating you guys more about the stock indices with you guys tonight, how I'm expecting a little bit of a market movement, positivity coming on the market. So thank you very much for your time. And if you guys are enjoying, don't forget to share this video with your friends or family that who is interested to learn how to trade on the market. And if you guys wanted to get this update, join me on my VIP live sessions. Click the link on my profile in the video descriptions. Chat me for access on my VIP live. And also, if you guys are interested to get my trading ideas, trade together with us, also chat me for my trade premiums as well. So see you guys there. If not, see you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend.